Hey guys, it is Stephanie with Festive Creations by Stephanie, where we inspire and mentor others. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time joining, welcome, welcome. And as always, I would appreciate if you guys could subscribe to my channel. That helps me out tremendously. This is only the second time I have ever gone live on YouTube, so bear with me. And of course, I don't anticipate a lot of interaction. So, hey, Clarice, there is somebody here. I'm surprised somebody found me because I don't normally go live on YouTube. So I'm glad that you said hello, and I'm glad that you found me. I'm actually going to be working on a grapevine with some silks, and I'm going to do a different color combination. I'm actually going to do some naturals and some blues on our grapevine. I've got some ribbon picked out for a cute little bow, but this is going to be more of an untraditional fall. So I'm kind of eager to try out something new rather than the traditional orange and yellows and browns, etc. So that's what I'm working on tonight. And as I said, if you guys don't currently subscribe to my channel, I would love it if you decided to go back and click the subscribe link. That is always amazing. So if you follow me, you guys know that if you follow me, you know that grapevine are my favorite. So I truly enjoy doing grapevine. And I'm actually going to start out with the bow on this one with some rather longer tails. So I'm going to do some 12-inch tails on this. And we're going to make our bow first. I'm telling you, I'm absolutely loving this mesh holder. Just saying. I should have put all my ribbon on there, though, at the same time, but that's okay. I can go back and do that. Hey, say hello if you guys are joining me. I don't typically go live on YouTube. However, I was in the mood for something different. And you may not even realize that I had a YouTube channel with videos on it that you've probably never even seen. So, there you go. But if you guys wouldn't mind making a comment, I've got the live chat pulled up here. That way I know that I'm doing something right, because this is not my norm. Going outside of my comfort zone a little bit. And of course, it helps a lot to have that interaction with you guys. So I'm going to zoom in here a little bit while I make my bow. And of course, I am using my Easy Bow Maker. Oh, Clarice, you are amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it very, very much. So I'm going to make a 3-ribbon bow. I've got two 2.5-inch ribbons and one 1.5. And of course, let me go ahead and put all of these on here. And my bow is actually going to be part of my focal point. So I'm going to use these ribbons. This blue ties in very nicely with the flowers that I have. Hey, Judy, how are you? I appreciate it, Clarice. So I have the blue penta laying over here, and this color of blue blends in very well there. So let's get our bow made first. And I'm going to do 4 loops of each color. I'm going to be using 3 different ribbons, 4 loops of each color, because I want it to be a fuller bow, but I don't want a whole lot of different ribbons going on. I want to keep my bow a little more simplified, but I'm going to use more loops so that it gives it a fuller look. Guys, I don't know about you, but it is sweltering hot here in Illinois today. We're actually under a heat advisory. It is July, and July with a vengeance. How's that? And we'll get this bow made and get it placed, and then we're going to start adding, designing our floral. Check it out. Luckily, I just got 2 more rolls of this ribbon. It is my favorite. One of my favorite to use. And it's going to be perfect. The amount on that one is perfect. Just a little left over. I couldn't have planned that any better. 108. Okay, so no complaining here, Clarice, then. We're, I think Gary said it was 105 heat index. So, yeah, I'm not going to complain. I know that my air conditioner is running nonstop, if that says anything. All right, so I'm going to use some floral wire and tie off my bow. I've still got several fall wreaths that I need to get completed, so I thought, well, you know what, let's do something different. Let's go on YouTube today. Well, hello, Miss Deborah Wilkins. How are you? Nice of you guys to pop in, and as you're joining my video, I would love it if you would just say hi. Tell me where you're from. I love hearing where everybody's from. And of course, the topic today is the sweltering heat, along with the storms they're having down in Louisiana, in that area. That's always another ugly part of this time of year, that unpredictable weather. They can get it out of the way, since I'll be going down to Louisiana very, very soon. End of this month, as a matter of fact. All right, so before I fluff out my bow, I'm actually going to go ahead and attach it to my grapevine. If you guys work with grapevine very often, you know, depending on how tight the weave is, working your wires, or if you use pipe cleaners through the grapevine, can sometimes be a challenge. So I always warn people ahead of time. It may try to give me a challenge. I usually win. Rio Hondo, Texas, deep, deep down South Texas. Oh, how awesome, Clarice. I don't think I've ever been that far down to Texas, in Texas. In fact, I know I haven't. And I definitely would not want to be there this time of year, that's for sure. Okay, I think it's working. I think it's working. Nope, it's going to kick my butt. Glasses on. This is why I don't fluff the bow before I put it on the grapevine, because it's kind of pointless. Because you're going to end up redoing it anyway. That was success. Yay! Hallelujah. Altoona, Pennsylvania, and yes, it's hot there too. Oh, girl. I am so sorry, but did you guys have like a late warm season though? I felt like here in Illinois, we would never get to the summer weather. We stayed very cool this year, later than normal. All right, so I've got my wires tied in the back and twisted together. I'm going to cut these off, And always with grapevine, I twist those ends back towards the grapevine, and then I put a spot to glue on there so that A, my wire does not shift, and B, it puts like a protective coating on that so that whoever my customer is that purchases this doesn't have anything rough against their door, whether it be the glass door, a painted door, or a wall, etc. So I want to protect the customer's surface. So give that a second to dry off a little bit, set up a little bit. We've been in the high 90s on it since March. Are you serious, Clarice? That's crazy. Yeah, it's not been that way here. Not at all. We're supposed to be in the 90s for a while, but we truly did not get up to that until late June. So that's insane to me. All right, let's see if that's set up enough. Yep, it sure is. So a lot of times I'll start with a bow on a grapevine because I want my greenery, etc., to flow out of the grapevine or the bow. Not always, but some of the time. Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy. Did you guys have any problems finding my live tonight? For those of you that are on here, did anybody have any trouble finding it? Or did you go right to it? And did you follow my link from Facebook? This is an experiment kind of thing, so you guys can help me troubleshoot things. Give me feedback so I know if you had any problems finding me. And then, how did you find me? Did you find me through my link on Facebook? I grew up out of Michigan, but I've lived here. No, from Michigan to Texas, I can only imagine. Now, I know for sure that I want to add this little guy right here. So, or in my design. So I'm going to actually stick him in there. No trouble followed it. Okay, perfect, Clarice. Thank you. So I'm going to take a wooden skewer, or if you don't have, so this is just a shish kebab skewer, or if you have any of these green floral picks that you can get in any floral section of any hobby store. And if you have a screwdriver or something similar, I have like a little ice pick. It's not really an ice pick that I use to do like a starter hole in my foam pumpkins. And then I'll insert my pick, fill it with a little glue, and now I've made that into a pick I can add. I can add to my design. I'm going to cut this back a little bit, and I'll have enough of this skewer to be able to use for another design. So we'll stick that back, and that may need to come back just a little bit. So I don't want it to poke through my grapevine. I don't want it to be visible. Also, you know what I should have done? So the leftovers from when you trim down your florals, that's a more natural color, and it'll be less conspicuous in your grapevine. I truly should have used this. Let me see if my glue's dried yet. I am actually going to use that little guy because it won't stick out like a sore thumb, and I don't have to worry about camouflaging it. So again, if you guys are just logging in, I would love to know if you had any problems finding me, and say hi so I know that everything's working okay. Tell me where you're from. Let's get the good ones out. My Stanley are getting pretty dull. And this is a thicker stem. All right. So I'm going to actually insert this in between the grapevine. And maneuver it in between the vines. And then we'll secure it with some glue here. So I'm just kind of lifting up and kind of separating the vine to get him worked down in there. And my glue gun needs another stick of glue. Awesome. Okay. Now I will secure that little feller. The other thing too with using the wires from your leftover wires from your silk stems is their wire inside. So if you want to bend it and conform it a little different, where with the wooden skewers or the sticks you're kind of stuck in one position. Another thing when I'm working with grapevine is I don't want anything poking through on the back. So when we get done, we have a nice back, clean surface back there. Okay, Judy, perfect. And did you follow the link from that notification? Is that what you did? This is a really nice stem because it's got wire all the way through it, and I'm actually going to bend it to follow the shape of the grapevine. And we're going to add that in here. And this is where I say it helps to have the bow already in place, because we can actually work our stems in with the bow. And it looks like it's a natural flow there. And there you were. Okay, awesome. See, I didn't know how that was going to work. Like I said, it's only my second time live on YouTube. Second time, and the first time was, I don't know, it's been probably over a year ago. I have two of these, so I'm going to put one around the bottom as well. This one I can leave a little bit longer. And I didn't send out a notification to my normal Facebook group, so it was a spur of the moment thing. I do use the grapevine to my advantage. So see how I have a vine there? I'm going to slide that underneath that vine to add a little extra security. Secure it down here with some glue. And I'm also going to take some of my floral wire and attach it up here so that it stays attached to my grapevine, so it's not just dependent on this one area. Now, I don't know if you guys realize it or not, but you can also paint your grapevine, which I often do, especially around the holidays. So I'll paint them black for Halloween, silver. I've done orange for a fall Halloween look, or a fall look. So you don't have to necessarily stick with the natural color of the grapevine. You can change it up. I know we get a lot more variety with deco mesh, but believe it or not, you can do a lot of things with grapevine. And the way I'm placing this wire, and because it's green, it's camouflaged right into here, and again, moving the wires towards the back so nobody accidentally, if you've ever had a wire shoved up underneath your fingernail, it's pretty painful. Put a crow, spider web, and purple lights. Ooh, how fun! That's what I'm talking about. I like to do that kind of fun stuff too. Keeping it different. So I'm going to take these hydrangeas. They're actually in a fall color. And this is a bush that I used in another project. So I have a couple of these. And of course, the leaves I will be using as well as part of my filler. And I have some autumn looking sunflowers. And we'll be using all of those. And then my penta. I don't know if you guys typically mix the blues with, think of blue in with your fall colors. But it's actually a big part of the trend this year. Blues in your designs. It's kind of a trendy thing this year. Can y'all hear that moving going on in the other room? Because I can hear it loud and clear. I don't know how it is for you guys, but I can hear it loud and clear. All right, let me move some of this stuff over. And let's start adding some of these flowers. I will probably be stepping off camera to grab some more greenery. I know, Brenda, right? Changing things up a little. But you found me. I can run, but I can't hide. Yeah, this is my second time ever going live on YouTube. I'm gonna have to use my glue pot, looks like. Because Brenda, as you know, my glue gun and I do not play well together. It's a lot quieter on YouTube, I know that much. Not that that's my goal, but don't have near the comments we do on Facebook, huh? Awesome, Brenda. And how was vacation? I'm probably going to use quite a bit of the Penta. Nobody comment. It makes it easier to visit with. Absolutely, Clarice. You definitely get some one-on-one time this way. So that's what we're looking like so far. Give you guys an upright position. And we're just going to keep adding. Still on it until Monday. Where is the UP? I don't know where that's at. We're all getting ready to take a mini vacation, a 3-day one to go rafting. That's exciting for me. Ooh, that's where I want to put some. So I try to do like a symmetrical. You notice how I'm kind of flipping back and forth. I'll put some down here, then come up here. So I'm kind of doing a, keeping kind of an even flow between the above and beyond Upper Michigan. Oh, look. Thank you very much, Clarice. Well, that's not too far from you then, is it, Brenda? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Doing my math. Upper Peninsula in Michigan. See, I would not know that because I'm from Illinois and we don't have an Upper Peninsula in Illinois. And I've only been to Michigan a handful of times, just a few times. Probably not even all 5 fingers. Nah, that's not true. My first husband and I used to travel up there and spend some time on a lake. That's been, oh my gosh, decades ago. Decades ago. Clarice, you know, it's funny because my sister, my daughter, and my best friend and I are all getting in the RV Friday, and we are headed down to southern Missouri. And we literally will be going right by the exit where Scott's store is at. And I thought how funny that would be to pull up in front of his store and in the RV. I mean, truly, would that not be hilarious? And us all pile out, all 4 of us. I don't know. I know he's planning on opening at 4, I believe it is, on Friday. So I don't know where we'll be. We may be past there by then. So it'll just depend on timing, but I actually have thought about doing that. I just think it would be fun to surprise him, because I'm pretty sure he does not have time to be watching me on YouTube. So he's probably not going to hear me say that. All right, so see how this is coming together? And remember, we've got these little spare leaves. That's actually going to be used as part of our filler. I know it. I know he said he's got his uncle's funeral to go to, and I don't know what time he's planning, you know, what time all that is, but I don't want to hold up my party either, because we don't want to get down to our destination, because we have still a couple of hours after that to travel, maybe 3 hours after that, so I don't want it to be too late when we get to our destination. So it's all going to be on how that all pans out. But I guarantee you, if I can make it happen, I will. And who said that? Lisa. Lisa, you found me. Yay. Clarice, I've heard other people talk about Mackinac Island. And I'm certainly not opposed to it, trust me, because I love going to new places, and that, from what I've heard, sounds amazing. He made a really nice wreath yesterday with a board and some people. Clarice, really? You know what? Mama always said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, why do people have to be critical? I don't see them on YouTube or on Facebook, right? They're probably people that have never been live, never, don't judge. Just, I don't know. I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you, Miss Lisa. I'm glad you found me, because I was worried when I posted that link if it was going to allow you guys to find me. So far, so good. Mission accomplished. Now, Clarice, I'm going to have to go back because when was he on live last night? If he was, I think that darn thing. I hate that glue gun. I don't remember if I got a notification that he was going live last night. Two. I clearly did not glue that one down. By the way, my rule of thumb with Grapevine is when I get completely done with it, I go back and do a pull test, and that's why. Because sometimes you watched it on replay, could not use, you had to go directly to YouTube, could not use the link. Huh, that's weird. Somebody else, I think Clarice said she clicked on the link and was able to find me. So I'll experiment with it. I don't plan on doing a lot of lives on YouTube, but I am trying to let you guys know that I do have a YouTube channel, and there are videos on here that you probably didn't even know existed. So see, there you go. So make sure you subscribe. My granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, she's 6 now. Her mommy lets her play with the phone. Yesterday's. She did a video once. She was so flippin' cute, and her mom posted it on Facebook, and she got down to the end of her little video, and she just did a whole thank you for watching my video. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. I mean, she was just so professional about it. At the time, she was like 5. Judy said, his wreath turned out pretty nice, even though he evidently wasn't doing it right. I was getting angry with all the nasty. Oh, that stinks. Unique in the creek board. So that's, and another reason too, Lisa, is I'm working on trying to building up my YouTube, because there is a totally different audience on YouTube than there is on Facebook. So I have to be mindful of that. And, you know, of course, one of the things I enjoy most of all is allowing other people to share the experience of creating. All right, so this is one of those I may have to lift it or hang it up to see. Oh, let me zoom out just a little bit. So, fall. Would you ever have pictured that as being fall? Now, I do not and did not intend on adding anything to this area. But if you were to make a wreath such as this, you could very simply add and personalize this, right? So how easy could this be? In fact, that's probably what I will do, is post a listing of this just the way it is, or they can have it personalized by having an initial put on it. Oh, he used a twist tie instead of zip ties. Gotcha. So, and look at, you know, we didn't use a whole lot of floral and greenery here. It doesn't have to be over the top ginormous every time, because not everybody's looking for an over the top ginormous. I'm not. I'm a very simple person. I love grapevine on my front door, and I don't want anything that's too bold or loud. So this is like perfect for me. This would be perfect for me. And the naturals and the blues in there. Like I said, blue is actually, blues along with the naturals are very trendy this year. So that's what's really awesome about that as well. Thank you, Lisa and Clarice. Zip ties. So Chris had hid the zip ties. Really? I'm putting Chris up for adoption. That's all there is to it. That crazy man. Crazy, crazy. Did he hit him, or no, just nobody knows where they put him, because after Crafters Convention, they're still trying to get, I'm sure, organized, because everything got a little chaotic with loading trailers, unloading trailers, moving, and everything else. So I'm going to have to go back and watch the replay now. That's for sure. I think YouTube has a better camera view, much more sharp. You know what, Lisa? I agree. I agree. I think the video quality on YouTube is much better, but that's also what they specialize in, our videos. So that makes sense. But I do like the way this turned out, and I like the color scheme and the simplicity of it all. So I think it's pretty awesome. Guys, feel free, and I can say the word share on here. Feel free to share this video. And of course, as I've already mentioned too, I would love it if you guys would take a moment to subscribe to my channel. And I will be adding periodic videos to this, whether they be pre-recorded or do lives. Just kind of go back and forth a little bit. He gave him a pack when Scott was almost done. Oh my gosh. I'll bet Scott was fit to be tied. Good Lord. Yep, I'm going to have to go back and watch the video. And then I'm going to have to, you know, when people tear other people down, mama bears in us all come out. And that would be me. I'm very protective of my friends. So, all right, guys, that's it. It's that simple. And I appreciate you for hanging out tonight with me. That was quick, easy, and to the point. I love it. I'm going to go see how the 13-year-old twins are doing. But thanks for hanging out with me on YouTube. I appreciate it. Thank you, Judy. You guys have a great night.